Hello and welcome to the Daily Mill for Thursday, the 26th of May 2022. Today's Millwall news: our first pre-season game has been announced, not by Millwall but by St Neots Town. This is from St Neots Town FC.co.uk, and it is their pre-season schedule 22-23. We are pleased to announce the following pre-season fixtures. And there is a Millwall Football Club. They are playing a Millwall 11. So that is a week before the championship season starts. So I would assume that that's going to be the under 23s. So that is on Saturday the 23rd of July, 3 p.m. kickoff. That is being played at St Neots Town FC. So where's that? Do you know where that is? There it is. It's close to Cambridge, south of Peterborough. It is on the train line. Not only that, but it's very close to the train station. Their ground is. You want to see how close it is? We're going to zoom in now as we go in. Zoom, enhance, 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 zoom. There it is. See it? There's the ground there, and that's the train station there. So that will be a nice easy trip to get to that game if you are interested in that. 23rd of July, St Neots Town FC, Millwall 11 playing them. Nice. And we'll see what else we get coming up. The first game announced so far. So now we're going to move on to this. So this is from the expressandstar.com. It is a local paper in the Midlands area. I think it's primarily from Wolverhampton. I'm not too sure, but they appear to be having a lot of West Brom news, and they are talking about Jed Wallace. Why are they talking about Jed Wallace? Well, Jed Wallace spoke to a podcast. He went on to a podcast, not the Top 20 podcast, which is basically a podcast about Football League. He does these things every now and then. A lot of media stuff. He's been on BBC London quite a bit. He's been on TalkSport quite a bit. He's been doing bits and pieces in the media. Why that is, I don't know. Maybe he's looking to go into that after his football career. I don't know. But so he spoke to that podcast, and then this paper has taken quotes from that and shared it in the form of a story, which I'm going to share with you now. So this is from the expressandstar.com. Wedding first, decision later for West Brom target Jed Wallace. Albion target Jed Wallace says he will make a decision about his future after his wedding, which is taking place in the coming days. I think it is tomorrow, isn't it? Or Saturday 28th. But the 28-year-old is likely to have a good idea about what life is like at the Orphans after spending time on holiday recently with Callum Robinson, Alex Mowat and Sam Johnston. Widely regarded as one of the best players in the Championship, former Wolves man Wallace is expected to leave Millwall as a free agent this summer. He hasn't closed the door on staying at the Den, but he admits he wants to follow in the footsteps of his friend Connor Cody and play in the Premier League one day. It's an important time for me, Wallace said when asked about his future. I've been at Millwall 6 years now, which is rare in modern football. I have stayed there a long time, and I always appreciate them for taking me out of Wolves when nobody else really wanted me. I've never lost sight of that and didn't jump ship at the first chance. Now I am getting married. I always said from February-March time I wanted to finish the season, see where Mill will finish, get married, and then think about what I'm going to do after that. That's not really changed. What I will say is that I have loved my time at Millwall, and if that carries on, I'm more than happy with that. Alongside Albion, Wallace has been linked with a move to Turkey. I think people think sometimes you want to move so you can get a few extra quid in your pocket, but it's not like that for me. He continued, if it was, I'd be on a flight to Istanbul. I've never made it a secret that I want to have a chance in the Premier League. So he's saying there that Besiktas are offering that was a real offer, and they're offering crazy money, because he's saying if I was chasing the money, I would be on the flight to Istanbul. So they seem to be putting out top money for him then. I've never made it a secret I want to have a chance in the Premier League. I was playing with one of my close friends, Connor Cody, for Wolves in a pre-season friendly at Port Vale. Now he captains England. I believe I can do it. I want to play at the highest level I can. Whether that is with Millwall, I dreamt of that happening with Millwall. Millwall have been class all the way through. They've never put any pressure on me. The manager has been top drawer. I'm a huge admirer of the chairman. He has changed my life for me and my kids. He's a great man. But now I'm going to get married and see what happens. I'll just keep trying my best. While Wallace is likely to decide his next move on his honeymoon, he's just got back from a holiday in Dubai. It was a stereotypical football trip to Dubai, he told the Not the Top 20 podcast. I had a good five-a-side team in my hotel. I had Callum Robinson, Norwich's Kenny McLean walking around with his promotion medals. I had Alex Malware and Sam Johnson. It was a bit of a West Brom party. So there you have it. But if you look on the right hand side, you will see most read 1. West Brom signed John Swift on a 3-year deal. John Swift out of contract at Reading. Similar type of player to Jed Wallace. And where does that leave everyone? So here you can see here, with funds tight at the Hawthorns, Bruce has made it clear he wants to exploit the free agent market this summer with Millwall's Jed Wallace another known target. Wallace is also friends with Salford striker Matt Smith, who is Bruce's son-in-law. Now a lot of people online, West Brom fans mainly, are saying, wow, that's fantastic, we got John Swift, and now we're going to sign Jed Wallace. And a lot of them saying, hang on a minute, if you're going to get John Swift, are you still going to get Jed Wallace? We're going to have both of them. Do we have the money for that? So what does this mean for Jed Wallace? Is the West Brom still a goer for him? Who knows? But I guess we're not going to find out until next week at the earliest, because he said he's going to wait. Well, probably after that. He said he's going to wait till after his wedding. The wedding is this weekend. I think it's the Saturday the 28th. Then you imagine there's a honeymoon, so probably 2 weeks time at the earliest, and it doesn't really need to do anything before then. He's under contract until I think it's June the 30th, so until then anything's possible. So John Swift signing for West Brom Albion. Does that mean West Brom are not gonna sign Jed Wallace now? Who knows? But we will see. We're gonna move on now to this news at UK. Gary Rowett discussing the transfer situation and what is gonna be happening. So Millwall boss makes point about recruitment and what he wants for pre-season start. Millwall manager Gary Rowett has stressed it's crucial that the Lions have new signings in before the start of pre-season training. Millwall were quickly out of recruitment blocks last summer, bringing in 5 players: George Long, Scott Malone, George Saville, Danny Ballard, Benik Fobi, before they went to their training camp in Edinburgh. The 6th signing last summer, Shea Yojo, arrived on August 31. Repeating that percentage could be trickier this time around, as pre-season will start a week or so earlier due to the championship campaign kicking off at the end of July. Millwall could be looking at least the same number of acquisitions in the next transfer window, a number that also depends on potential exits, including Jed Wallace. It's crucial that we get players in early, Rowett said. As a manager, you need time to work with those players and get them up to speed on how we want to play. The fact that there is going to be a bit of a change within the playing squad means that time to settle those players in will be really important. We all work incredibly hard to try to achieve that. One of Rowett's aims this summer is to sign younger players with future add-on value and to lower the average age of the squad, though he acknowledges that that is not easy. We tried to do that with the young players here, we're bringing them through. Rowett said the likes of Danny McMara, Billy, Tyler Burry all started games together and certainly showed that there is a route through for younger players to go in and perform and help make our team better and more athletic. The aim before every summer, and it's the same for most clubs want to try to sign younger players with the potential to be real assets and to the team both financially in the future and on the pitch. Those players cost money. They cost a lot more money than an experienced player who maybe not quite had the season they wanted. We'll set out to do that. We want to try to do that. I'm more concerned about making the team better than about how old players are within that. If there's a Premier League player that's got incredible quality and he's 28, then we're not going to not sign him because he isn't 23 or 24. On the whole, our plan will be to lower the age a little bit. We've got a good core of experienced players, so we'll work hard to try and do that. So there you have Gareth discussing the transfer situation and what lies ahead. And now we're going to move on and we're going to finish with this. This is Alex Pearce giving an interview about where his future lies. So, released Millwall defender would jump at the chance of a championship return to old stomping ground. Alex Pearce would love to return to Reading this summer. The experienced defender has been released by Millwall. He made 64 appearances for the South London club during his 3 years at the Den. I would love it, of course, Pearce told Berkshire Live when asked if he would like to return to Reading. I would crawl back. I would love to come back and try my everything. Reading is in my heart. It's my club. I'll always love the club, and it's a special place. It's only when you get older you realise how good that season, the 2011-12 Championship title winning campaign was. Those seasons are so few and far between. I haven't had another one like it. It just shows how rare they are. What a bunch of players we had, and what a group of staff, training ground staff, everyone connected. It was just a monumental effort, and I loved every minute of it. Reading held a Legends game a couple of weeks ago where the 2012 winning side took on the 106-point team from 2005-06. The 33-year-old added, "It was emotional. I had my whole family there, including my 2 kids, so for me to be back on the pitch playing with the team we won the league with, but also the team I grew up watching, a fantastic memorable side, brought back the memories and all the good times. They are just great people with a fantastic spirit, so it was a very emotional day. I couldn't get enough of it, and I was just relishing every last minute out there." So there you have it. Alex Pearce, I don't know. I'm having a serious interview. I don't think that's his level now. I just think they asked him the question, and of course, yeah, he's answered it the way he's answered it. I know Reading are in a bit of trouble financially, but whatever their problems are, it's not going to be improved by signing a 35-year-old centre back to play for them. I don't think so. But there you have it. That's it for the Millwall news today. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.